Hi guys, Creative Lori here. Um, you're probably wondering why the heck does she have a chair on her counter? But I wanted to show you like my complete haul from the Goodwill before I put it all together. Um, I'll have to clean my counter obviously, but I have found some awesome deals. Oops, I think it was 2 days ago. And I want to share them with you because I have an up and coming little cottage that's on the lake. It's actually a mother-in-law quarters that's like detached, from the actual homeowner's home, which is gorgeous, which I will be doing that, but also this little mother-in-law quarters. He originally didn't want to do it, and then he decided he wanted me to stage it, and so he specifically asked for it to look raw and rustic. And I thought, perfect, that's going to be easy for me. And he said, what you always talk about with farmhouse, he goes, that design, he goes, I like that. He goes, and if it's even more rustic, great. So here we go, because I thought I don't have anything right now. Everything's tied up. And that's how it is sometimes when you do home staging. Your inventory gets tied up, and I have all these houses going at once. When the furnishings are in model homes, it's tied up for sometimes a year to 2 years, depending on how quickly, everything sells. So let me show you what I got, and you're going to think, what the heck? But really, it's turning out super cute. Let's just go with this first thing, this basket. It almost looks like leather that's woven on the base of the basket, but it's actually wood. And look how rustic that looks. I cannot wait to use that in the handles. It's all wood. And then just these things are, oh, it's actually wood. I thought it was wicker. Okay, so it's all wood. And I wasn't going to buy it because it was kind of pricey for the Goodwill, but I really liked how it had that two-tone. It has knots on the wood, and it has like a little bit of, I don't know what you would call that. It's like a stained green on there, very lightly. But it was $5.19. And I just put it in my basket because we all know that if you don't put it in your basket right away, it can be taken. So I put it in my basket, and I'm so glad I got it because I'll put that on the little kitchen island that he has in the cottage, with a bunch of greenery and probably some fake eggplants and such. Okay, so that was $5.19. Next thing is this cutting board. It's a pretty good size. It's pretty big. It's 1.5 feet long, at least. Yeah, and it says Ondino family. Now I know that's an actual name of a family probably, and I don't care because in Italian, family does not say it's not Ondino. It's familia, just like in Spanish. So I don't care. It's beautiful. It's been, I don't know if you could tell, like actually burnt in, like they probably carved it and then burnt the little carving area. And I love that little design too. And it doesn't look like it was ever used. It was probably a gift to a family. And they just wanted, they're like, oh, we're not using it. Let's get rid of it. So let me show you how much I paid for this. Let's see. Oh, it's heavy. $3.19, which is hilarious because a lot of their cutting boards for the smaller ones are, $3.19, $4.19, and this one, which is huge, was only $3.19. Okay, next thing. I'll show you what I'm going to be doing with that in a second. This is like a metal tray. It's a wall hanging. So it's this dark, it's actually like an espresso brown. I don't know if you could tell, but with all the reliefs on it, looks like tin, you know. I'm going to be, maybe, I don't know, chalk painting this part. And I'll be putting handles on each end, clear handles from IKEA, actually. And then I'll be putting it on the bed, the grandma or granny mother-in-law quarters. And I'll put like a little teacup with like the paper and a little plate, you know, for her morning tea or coffee, whatever. Let me grab the handles and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, here it is. So I just have a white napkin. Here's the handle. They're from IKEA. They're just acrylic. My hands are so dry right now, guys. Oh, they look terrible. And then I'm just going to drill them in. So I may or may not, just depending, I may or may not, I should say, do chalk paint on this because I think it would look nice pulling like that cream out. But it might be too light. I don't know because I'm not sure about the bedding yet. So that will be a deciding factor. But the bed is adorable itself. Actually, it's like this antique bed. It's in my storage or else I'd show you guys. Okay, so I just put, sorry for the camera, this little white mug. White mugs are my favorite. I just got this at Goodwill. I got 2 of them and it had a slash at the bottom. So it was 29 cents, which, oh my gosh, it's such a steal. And then I just put this little tiny glass container with some fresh parsley, but I'll probably do faux mint in there. So we'll have to pick some more of that up. I had a bunch of it, and then whenever I sell a model home, sometimes they like to buy my greenery also. But that's basically how it's going to look. It'll have another handle, obviously, on this side, and that's how it's going to look for a tray on the table. The next thing is this beautiful canister. It's really tall, actually. Simon, get down. Sorry, hold on one second. So I found this same day, and it just goes so perfectly with all the colors that I'm doing. It's huge, and so I'm going to get a couple tall mason jars, which I've been meaning to buy anyways, the taller ones, and then a couple medium ones. Actually, just one medium one, probably 1 or 2 tall mason jars, and put it around it with, like, you know, either pasta in them or faux cookies, like gingerbread cookies. So let me see if you can. It's just beautiful. It almost looks like a pineapple, you know, the side of a pineapple, and that is what I love because I love pineapple. So let me show you the price. Okay, $4.19. And I guess it was originally $15. That looks like a big, like an old Big Lots tag right there, that $15, doesn't it, guys? Anyways, I got it for $4.19. It's brand new. It's super clean. I'm just going to take the tape off and clean the outside. Not that it needs to be clean. It's really clean. Just dusty on the top. And I love that it has this wrought iron handle. So with the mason jars, I think that's going to look super cute. In the kitchen, of course. And I'm sorry, you guys, I can't always show you my pictures of staging. It's in my contract. It was drawn up that way because I did have some issues a while back about my gallery and pictures and copyright and, you know, with builders. And I'd rather just not deal with it, to be honest. But I will show you how I'm going to stage a couple of things like I did with the tray. All right, so the last thing that I got was this chair. I don't know if you could see. It's really kind of like an old school looking farmhouse table chair. Kind of like a schoolhouse chair also. It is not that old. It's probably, you know, 15 to 20 years old, or maybe even less, probably 15 or so. They just look old. They have a wide bottom, and see how, I don't know if you can tell, the little dip where it goes dip and it comes up and then dips again for like comfortable seating, a wide seat. And I love the back. I've just lightly dusted them and I cleaned the bottoms off of this one so I can put it on my counter, but I just wanted to show you. So this is what I was waiting to tell you the price on. It was 99 cents. Now, before I go into further, I have to tell you, I've heard of other YouTubers saying that they go into Goodwill, and especially like in the Midwest area, they find like schoolhouse chairs like this that are like 49 cents, 29 cents. And I'm like, what? Are they lying? But they're not. I guess there's just a plethora of these, when people clean out schoolhouses or barns. So I just stumbled upon this, and it wasn't just 99 cents for this one, but for all three. So yes, I got 3 of them, and I'm making it into a bistro set. So let me show you how I'm doing that so you can see what I'm doing in this little lakeside cottage. All right, guys, here it is. So these are the 3 chairs. Like I told you, he wanted raw and rustic. And so, but still elegant. And I'm sorry if the lighting is bad in here, but I had to close that window. Maybe I should open it back up because it's getting really dark. But let me explain everything. So that piece of glass is, I have a ton of those pieces. I use them for bistro sets like this. Now, you saw that scarf over here. It's actually a wrap scarf that I got the day before the chairs for $3.99. And yes, I'm definitely keeping it now that I've thrown this together and I like it. Ooh, the light. Wow, it's really sunny. Now, if you look at the table base, do you recognize that cutting board? So I put the cutting board on underneath the glass, and I'll show you what I did for the base. Remember, rustic and raw. It's a bar stool from one of the labs at the university here close by. I bought it off Craigslist. It's pretty old. It's vintage. It's really rustic on the top. I love it. But I needed more height, and so I put some books. I took the covers off, and then I put, I don't know if you can see, the cutting board underneath because I really liked how it sort of matched the chairs. And it says family, and to me this says bistro with the simple white plates. When you go into a bistro, it's real simple white plates, glassware, stemware, and a simple little container, glass container of fresh flowers, which that's my parsley, but I'll buy, I'll probably put a little taller vase in that one, and I'll put some fresh or faux greenery in it that looks real. So I just put white linens, the bowls and plates, and then the glass. And then it's perfect because I'll probably put this right in front of the, in this house, it has like these glass sliding doors that overlook the canyon and lake. And so this is really kind of perfect. Gosh, I'm getting a lot of, sorry guys for the, oh, there we go. What is that over there? Oh, that over there is greenery that my cats have torn off of one of my little trees. Okay, anyway, that's why I'm not having a tree. But this is perfect. It's very raw and rustic, logic-y, whatever, what have you. He's gonna like it. He's never said anything that I don't like anything. I'm doing this cottage for a really good deal, so I really have to be creative and use what I have and make it look like he wanted, rustic and raw, but at a steal of a deal too. So the chairs for all 3 for 99 cents, the throw for $3.99. I put some pillows on there. Those were also from Goodwill, and I'm not sure if I'll use those exact same ones, but I do like the colors. I got those a while back. And then I recently got this one, which the other day, I think when I got the chairs, yeah. It says Drifter, which is kind of lakeside, you know, appropriate, but I don't really like it. It's like burlappy, and it was $2.19. So I'll try covering that or using it somehow. I'm not sure if I'll leave them on these chairs, because it kind of slips anyway. So if it slips now, it's going to slip when, people come through looking through the house, and people are like fussing with the chairs and what have you. So anyways, I love it. I think it looks super cute. And that bar stool was $10. And I mean, I just used what I had. So as you can see, I love that cutting board, by the way. I really do. So it's super cute. It's simple, bistro-like. And this is what you do with staging. You get creative and think outside the box, because a lot of times your inventory does get held up in other homes and you need stuff. So you have to use what you can find, or, you know, what sometimes around what's in your home, which I've had to do that too. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked this little video. A little bit different than the ones I've shown you before, because I'm actually showing you how I stage. And, this is just like a simple glance of what I do. It's just a little table setting, but you kind of get the idea. And I wish I could show you more, like actually in the houses, but I don't want to breach my contracts. And so if I can show you little things like this in my home, then I definitely will. But I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial and haul and just seeing what I do. Leave me some comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. All right, bye. Hi guys, so I forgot to say, please like and subscribe, hit the little bell for new uploads that I do, and let me know what you think. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye guys.